Greetings, my country people them. Na Capo Daniel, na my voice this I dey talk for this video because I no get so much time. I be damn ignore this thing for long time, but I see say if I stay quiet for long, our people will be deceived again. I want to tell una say this boy wey they call Fabiano and Nkunyam Deco. This Nkunyam Deco na my country people junior. Na person wey dey work for La Republic. The problem we get for Ambazonian, I say we don't know the difference between Cameroon embedded agents and Ambazonian activists. We call even La Republic agents them say na activists them. This boy na person wey work for the Cameroon government, na a corrupt person, na person wey be there for Nkondengi Central Prison day. The criminal, he don't come out outside, he work for La Republic, and I go show na why. They talk say you know a fruit na by a tree na by a fruit. So I will show him for now. He done put out a video where he done cut him as the video I think it be about 5 days old since I be stepped down from my position in the Hague of Sea. I make some reporting for some enabler way them be killing for be executed for Bamenda. He go cut some part them for that video. He put them for outside. They part them where he choose for remove them for that video and for edit them. He betray who we be. Now just one of the many evidence them based on which way they do them for show na a real agenda for who way they work for and which be the purpose where they can stand they pretend for do this some type of they act like an activist. An activist wanna be. But when a person where they work for La Republic, na Nkunyam Deco. When I first watch the edited version of the video, then when I go get it go make sense for una then. But first, me gonna first look the screenshot where this so-called Nkunyam Deco is shared. When I see say it one use Capo Daniel and Ayabacho for call Ambazonian fighters in a terrorism for try for delegitimize them. So when I see why it criticize Capo Daniel and Ayabacho when I wait for criticize all Ambazonian fighter them. It go turn for that same flyer call Cameroon their terrorist occupation forces then say public security. So if no be man way they work for La Republic, why every time he go the hide behind Ayabacho name and Capo Daniel name for begin the core Ambazonian fighter they say na terrorism. Anyway, me go for that video. When I notice the part the way he cut him and the part the way he play him, he betray who he be and the real agenda. When I first listen to the way he share him, the video way he cut him, share him. This is Capo Daniel. You are activist. I want to share with you video footages that are coming in from Bamenda, from one of our Ambazonian forces, the ADF, that is in Bamenda, the dominant force that controls Bamenda. This video is of an Ambazonian who is enabling the Cameroon government to continue to propagate itself in a country where it has recolonized. I want to remind you that this individual was executed. So after he reached for that place for the video, he caught him, he left him for the then join play the video now way that the man where they be executee, he be make a confession before the executee. Then after he play that video for the confession, now the next clip this way play him from the longer clip we take him edit him. I want to remind you that this individual was executed for the. So before I explain anything, make I inform una. The execution of this man happened after we Adam already resigned from a position from the ADF and the Hague of Sea. Nevertheless, Ambazonian the need for know say the punishment for treason, maximum punishment na death, but there are different type of treason. So if you commit light treason, will not be very serious high treason. I'm not sure say they're supposed to kill you. For the case of this man, if IBB consulted, I will inform them, say, me then give it corporal punishment and then make it pay some, pay fine. And then they release it. I know if you talk to me then key man simply because of this ID issue. But enablers them for enable Cameroon, you need to get a punishment, especially in this case where I hear say the man the be warned particularly several times before the particular incident it happened. As Cross and I they always talk, no joy for the wicked. Our soldier they need to be ruthless. They no get forget any mercy because of one thing. The brutality for the war they be dictated by the manner way the occupier they operate. And so I no go ever blame them. I go blame any man who fail for hear the warning or if fail for hit our warning. Make a play the part them for the video way the Nkunyam Deco he caught them before I go tell una the truth for how and why he be na a Blackleg. When I first see the part for the video where he move him for the crime of treason for working for the Cameroon government. And this should send a warning to everybody in Ambazonian who serve the colonial administration. The brutality of this war have been dictated mainly by the occupier, by the brutal Cameroon terrorist forces of occupation, assassinate people in their homes, kill even fighters, and desecrate their dead bodies on the street. So Ambazonian fighters should show no mercy, because today you are alive, tomorrow they will come for you. Anybody who have been warned, but you decide to ignore the warnings to go and help the Cameroon occupation. So if you are an Ambazonian and you are enabling Cameroon to administer its illegal regime in our territory, its colonial regime, you have yourself to be blamed, especially when the Cameroon is doing so by the use of force and adopting blatant terrorist tactics to scare our people. So the Nkunyam Deco, he caught all this padwa and just play him. Just choose na the padwa talk say he was executed. This is the reason why. You know, one for play the pathway. Now the main reason why I be published that video where it come from the ADF battalion where they don't fight against kidnapping. Now the best force that we ADF, one of our best forces will get down for Isabamina Day. The reason why we put out that video now for send a warning for all enablers them, so that me they know say there shall be consequences, and there shall be consequences, and La Republique du Cameroon and Nkunyam titles they shall never succeed. They no go hide for take people then when them be responsible for give Cameroon some semblance of legitimacy. Me they kill people then hide and say na civilian them. No. They talk say ADF, it work a key only civilian them. Na lie. We need to work a key civilian them. When they see General Efang, it be surrounded by the highest number of civilians for ground zero. Me, Capo Daniel, I get the highest follower of legitimate Ambazonian from my back. We need to work a key na any civilian them. We work a fine with the key na only Blackleg them. Where you don't commit high treason. Yes, the killing of that particular man, if I be in charge and I be consulted, I for talk say me they no kill. But na treason, and I no go ever blame our soldier them, given the fact that they don't give that man several warning. And if they come off for go enter quarter and collect data, me the La Republic they can't do them by themselves. Me they can't do them by themselves. So two things first for sure, na say na a liar. The reason because any person wey dey work for the devil, na a liar, and he go always use na lie. The Bible say the devil is a liar, and the people who use this lie are people who have already compromised themselves. Remember two things we talk. He talks why they no go kill. The only reason that means we go keep people ready to work for Sonne, for Eneo, and Kamwata. No. Remember, for this same statement, I talk say essential services and they give a blind eye for them. Parliamentarian, but if you work for assist La Republique du Cameroon, where you work, I go collect that for them. That one would deny on 11 pay hand. And I will explain for now why this man is target me. And Dr. Cho, avoid and not get moral authority for do what way it need for be done for keep La Republique out of our territory. There are always some mistakes, and I believe say the boy them they will take that action. Because they be no say them commit treason. The responsible people then they need to follow up for make sure say they put better guidelines so that only high treasons can pay that type of a price. But I will never blame our soldiers, our heroes, who are being slaughtered in the worst possible way. Cross and die be toxicity. No joy for the wicked. If you shesha, you go through them. So they need to work a fine Ambazonian soldier, they need to work a cash na any kind of civilian them. Now, well-behaved, highly educated, highly do and send them. Now, God send them for Ambazonia. And any man where it come for can try to demoralize them, for open doorway, people that would give information, me then kill them. Now, person where work for La Republique. Because when you become blackmail soldier them, they delegitimize them. You open a door for the enemy for enter for kill them. You are a traitor. And the Fabiano Nkunyam Deco, the day way you go meet up him, you go meet up and to what not today, tomorrow, forever. Your own judgment day, it go come. So me gonna know if who will be na a Blackleg. By their fruits you shall know them. When I ever hear he go condemn La Republique, that way they kill and slaughter our people them. When I ever hear he go talk to me who buy gun kill La Republique, but they call La Republique, they only call them as a terrorist them. When I ever he try for delegitimize La Republique, no, because it work now for them. He focus be target for those who they delegitimize La Republic, so that they go create an enabling environment for La Republic control for becoming normalcy. They shall fail like the ones who have come before him, but know him for who he is. By his fruits, you shall know him. He's Nkunyam Deco, a Blackleg, disguising is a Eric Tato number 2. He will fail woefully